Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My new subscribers, my loyal subscribers, welcome in, guys. This is the Crypto Flight Edition. Your fellow passengers speaking here. We're going to go over BTC short-term, well, actually mid-term price prediction, a very large macroscopic target, a pattern that has broken out that I think many have actually forgotten about, but many do know about, that I'm going to point out on this video here. So yeah, stick around to the end if that piques your interest. We'll go over this very briefly. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you're new as we go along with the content here if you enjoy it. So without further ado, let's dive into the charts here, shall we? All right, so today's October the 8th, 2020. The current price of BTC is $10,906, down about 0.3% for the day. And these are the monthly charts. We're not going to go any lower than the monthly charts. We're actually going to keep this video very simple and let you guys know that BTC has to respect one level and one level only for the monthly to continue its bullish momentum ever since the extreme lows back in March. So let's just go ahead and pull up those lines here. All right, so this is basically a symmetrical triangle that you're seeing here on the charts outlined in the green. Here, let's change that color so you can see that. Yeah, this is something that many people spoke of. Well, not many, but I've seen people mention this, and I haven't, as of recently, heard anyone talk about this pattern being broken out of on a successful candle's body to break out on low volume, which is good, I must add, in July 2020 of this year. As you can see there, if we can zoom in there, you can see that. So we got a really nice breach above that resistance line that's been holding the price down for ever since 20K. Ever since topping out at 20K, this top of that symmetrical triangle resistance line has been keeping the monthly candles bodies below that level. And I think it's very important for us to not forget that, yeah, that was the biggest challenge, one of the biggest challenges for BTC ever since topping out at 20K. And right now, BTC has successfully broken above that level, so things could get really, really explosive here in the short to midterm. Now, let me just also give you another reason why things could get very bullish here on the short to midterm, as long as it stays above this red line that you see here. Now, for those of you listening in, that red line is going to be at about 10,432. So obviously it's 10.5, but not technically speaking. And the reason that I say this is the level is because if you look at the monthlies here, actually I can pull that down just a bit, about right there. So we can actually be, we can actually say it's 10,384. So technically speaking, it's not 10,500. It's close, very close. So I mean, I can't really be so picky about the numbers, right? It's slightly off or whatever, okay? And the reason that I say that, let's just zoom in here, guys. Again, the monthly candles here, okay? Now, notice when the price topped out, these two candles right here. Notice where the monthly candle's body closed on the very next candle after topping out. You see that? The close is going to be 10,267. I bring this up because pay attention to this red line, guys. This is real. This stuff is not complicated, okay? Notice the very next month on this candle right here, February 2018, we came above that line, had a nice spike above it, and we got a really nasty candle below it. But of course, the buying interest pushed it all the way back up, made that, I think it's an inverted dragonfly doji or something like that candle. I'm not sure, guys, not 100%. But, and notice where the monthly candle's body closed, just below that $10,384 level. And the next month in March 2018, notice we had another spike above that line, but it was unable to get a successful candle's body to close above that line. In fact, it had a really nasty impulse leg to the downside, as you can see there on the chart. Now, shortly thereafter, months after, we never were able to, well, BTC rather, was never able to revisit this line. It just kind of made some price action below, continued the momentum to the downside, created the illusion that there was support at 6,000, and of course, had a very nasty impulse leg to the downside, finding support at these symmetrical triangle ascending line there, okay? And again, I'm just bringing all this up because remember, the number is 10,384, technically speaking. Notice when we had that run up after getting down all the way down as low as 3,100, really nice, beautiful run up all the way up to the top of that symmetrical line. Notice the monthly candles bodies never closed above that line. Okay, and not only did it not close above this green descending resistance line here, notice we never got a monthly candles close above that line up until recently, of course. But notice this red line as well, 10,038. When we touch this resistance line, look where the monthly candles body closed below. Yep, you got it. 384. It closed below that level again. And again, the reason why I keep bringing this up, guys, is because it's important it was extremely important for BTC to get a monthly candles body to close above 10,384 approximately. And notice all these wicks. You see all these wicks. Notice the July's 2019 candle closed below 10,384. And notice we just continue to wick at this line. Wick the very next month in April 2019, wick at 10,384. September 2019, same thing. The very next month in October, same thing. And then, of course, in February 2020, you see how much price activity we had on this resistance, sellers just pushing that price down. I mean, it was immense pressure up until, of course, July 2020. Not only did BTC get a breach above that descending line of resistance, but it also closed above 10,384. Okay. Now, this is important because as long as BTC closes monthly candles bodies above $10,384, the price is clear to make the prediction that someone has been predicting ever since March 17th, 2020. So I'll go ahead and reveal that person here. We're going to go to, let's see, Crypto's channel. He posted a video on March 17th, 2020. And we'll scroll down in the comment section and read one commenter who actually made a call on this day that BTC could reach $17,000 to $18,000 in the year of 2020. Now, obviously, it hasn't happened yet, but if it does, then of course this will be a really nice call in hindsight. Right? Yeah. So let's just take a look here. Look who it is in the comment section here. It's Napolean Macro. And let's just go ahead and read the comment as followed here. Okay. So typically my predictions take months, if not a year, to play out. So let me be the first and probably the only person to say that, yes, BTC still has the potential to reach $17,000 to $18,000 this year, 2020. If the recent lows are respected, which was at about 3K range. I'm one of a few who called the recent 4.7K target back in August 2017. I basically called BTC was going to go to 4.7K well before it actually happened, when the price was probably above 10,000. So that's probably what I'm referring to, and I'm sure I have a video as evidence to prove that case. Okay, let's continue here. The price is still developing, and the moon boys are still weeping. So I'll need approximately 3 to 4 weeks of price action to determine a probable market direction. Unfortunately, I have a new bearish target that makes the 2.5 Da Vinci target sound generous. I'll gladly update you all in a few weeks. Trade safe, guys. Napoleon, and the word trade I don't use anymore, guys. Yeah, we'll get further into why I don't use it, but yeah, trade safe, guys. Napoleon M, BTC currently at 5,131, 3/18, 2020, 6 a.m. So I was up about 6 that morning, and the price was currently at like $5,000. And at that point, I was predicting a 17 to 18,000 BTC. And I still have a bearish target, believe it or not, at the lower levels. But this information in the charts is suggesting that, yeah, for now, the bears are definitely in big trouble. If they have a short position below 10,384, things could get really, really, really bad for the selling interest in the market. Again, just that's the line in the sand, guys. 10,384. Some say it's 10.5. Yeah, that's fine. It's close, but technically speaking, from a monthly standpoint, it's definitely pretty clear that it's 10, 3, 8, 4. Okay. So that's pretty much it, guys. And the last thing I want to leave you guys with was the actual target, since we do have an official breakout of this symmetrical triangle. Some of you may know how to measure these targets, and this isn't guaranteed. This isn't financial advice, and I'm not your financial advisor, but this is how you would measure. You measure the top of the touch point of that symmetrical triangle all the way to the lower support line, and then you take that line and you measure it at the breakout, and that would give us a nice target of, drumroll please, about $21,809 on the BTC price here. So I guess we could just put a line there just for future references, make it red, potential resistance, and of course it could obliterate that level if there's enough momentum in the play. So there you have it, guys. You've heard it here first, or someone probably have seen this already. BTC has a price target of about 21,809.6. Let's just call it 21,000. And as long as it stays above 10,384, I'm going to say that it has the potential to reach, conservatively speaking, $16,000 to $18,000. It still could happen in 2020. It may take a little bit more time, down in 2021, maybe even longer. But that's what I'm going to say. My conservative target is 16 to 18,000. The technical target is 21,000 out of this symmetrical triangle. So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. You learned something. Leave a comment down below if you agree, or leave a comment saying, dude, you have no idea what you're doing. You're delusional. This is never going to happen. I'm always open for constructive criticism. That's fine as well. Leave those comments. Leave an appropriate thumb just below the video there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's Napoleon Macro. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks for tuning in. My new subscribers, welcome. My loyal subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. And I will be talking to you guys soon in the next video. So take care of yourselves. Good day.